Looking for a new job? Consider one with the Jackson County Detention Center. Not only are you making great money with great benefits, you're helping in the rehab process of getting people back on solid ground. With us with more is Lieutenant Kiva Hill. Good morning and welcome to Great Day KC. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So before we get into it, how long have you been with Jackson County Detention Center?
So I've been there 11 years. Yes, it's been a good time, right? So yeah, I've been there 11 years.
Hey, 11 years, that says a lot about a company, about an organization. So Kiva, Lieutenant Kiva, take us through a typical day for an officer from, the moment that you get there.
So the good thing about working there, right, is that just because you're a corrections officer, you don't have to be stuck in like, oh, am I only going to work on the floor and pass food trays all day? No, like we have visitation officers who actually sit out front and they greet people and they help them make sure that they can, interact with their loved ones when they come in and use the kiosk. We have mailroom officers who they're really good about, making sure that when you want to send in your books or you want to send in information to your loved ones who are there, then they make sure that they get that information, right? We also have transportation people, right? So transportation officers, their day looks different than the other ones, right? So they will come in and they'll make sure that they get to court, they get to the doctor.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, or like if you are like, well, I don't know because, they had doctor's appointments. No, we have a dedicated group of corrections officers who work in transportation, who make sure people get to their doctor's appointments on time, right? Who make sure that if they need to get to court, if it needs to be out of county, if it needs wherever they need to go, we make sure they get where they need to go.
All right. And so a different routine for a lot of different positions.
For a lot of them, yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of positions, what kind of positions do you have open right now?
Okay, so right now of course we have correction officer positions open, right? So those are starting at 23 an hour, right? And that's the starting for right now, but opportunities are endless, right? And then we have detention officers, right? So that's a little different where you can actually start that job at 18.
Okay.
At 18, right? So, and that starts at $17.58 an hour, right? We have support services technician jobs available, right? These people help make sure with our laundry and things of that nature and keeping things clean. Those positions start at $16.58, right? And we have county house arrest officer positions available. And so those are going to be for like community corrections, making sure people, if they need to be on courtesy supervision, things of that nature. We have record specialist positions available as well too. And so those people, they interact with the information that comes over from the courts.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So you have a lot of different positions open. Now, are there any qualifications that applicants need to have during this process?
So for each position, it's a little different, right? So for the corrections officer position, we do require that you have a valid driver's license, right? Because you could be that transportation officer.
Sure.
Right? For all of the positions, it does require for you to be able to pass a criminal background check, right? It does require for you to be able to pass a drug screen. And that you do need to either have a high school diploma or equivalency.
Okay.
Right? But outside of that, for the most part, for the detention officer, we'll train you.
All right.
If you want it, we'll train you. When I started there, I didn't have any prior experience. I worked for the post office.
And now 11 years later, she is here recruiting other people and ready to train them. So we talked a little bit about the starting salary. What about the benefits?
So the benefits are great, right? So we cover your medical from day one, right? So it's not one of those where you come in,
you gotta wait
and
30
you gotta
days,
wait 30 days or something like that. No, like from the time you come in there and we hire you on, we're gonna start covering those things. So you've got your medical benefits, we've got a pension plan that you can get vested into, right? And so a lot of people aren't even doing that anymore.
Yeah.
But we're still doing that for people when they come in. We cover dental, vision, We have life insurance
Okay.
that the county provides, and then you can opt to, add on to that, right?
Gotcha.
So, we have all of those things available.
All right, a pretty good benefits is what it sounds like to
Yeah,
me, and
it's super nice.
a really great starting salary as well. Lieutenant Kiva, thank you so much for stopping by Great Day KC and telling us all about what you do and all the positions that you currently have available.
No worries, no worries. Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right, now to learn more about open positions with the Jackson County Correctional Facility, just head to the website or call the number listed right there on your screen.